This is Impossible Light. Reaching into the depths on the carpet. Just coming out of nowhere. It's not sunlight. Documenting the ongoing maintenance of engineered light. You're seeing it as it remains stationary around the door all day long. Just changing color and concentration where the fake sun is still here setting. It's then turning into a dark orange amber color and getting larger in size. It's the same ILA. Appearing, reaching into the depths on the living room, appearing in popsicle sticks on the floor, getting up on the couch, appearing above on the cabinets, and then fanning away on video. That was some spectacular documentation. And also the light activity is also streamed across. You can see it streaming across right here. I just took still images. This is while, again, the covered patio door is the environment that is speaking to impossible light activity, speaking to the demonic, speaking to criminal surveillance, all right? And this is ongoing documentation. RGS is gang stalking. RGS is engaged in criminal monitoring with the state, and they're profiting while doing so. They call it landscaping. It's domestic terrorism and psychological torture that they're engaging in with impunity. They're helping AVANATH Capital Management, who's engaging in that, and the flickering engineered light that's on the ceiling, the engineered light that is bright reaching across, and that's because the obsessed demons want to touch me. So when I get on the couch, I'm surrounded with engineered light no matter where it is that I go, okay? And as I document it, you're witnessing it, again, appearing and disappearing, fanning across, reaching through the peephole, remaining fanning across the ceiling as I've documented, coating the glass door. You saw it coating this same patio glass door at 7 a.m. while Tracy Banks was walking out, and her shadow was covering this same patio glass door. This is where the same fake sun. It is 3:21, and so let's count together. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 8 hours later, and there is the fake sun, okay? Everybody here is going to be prosecuted for the violation of the Violence Against Women Act. These are sex offenders who are stalking, all right? And they are stalking in an unprecedented manner as a whole community. And they are also engaged in a program of psychological torture. That's the role of the population that is practicing terrorism in the state, monitoring somebody evidence through the supernatural occurrence maintenance, dynamic means of impossible light activity, which is also psychologically harmful. All right, it is currently 3:22 p.m. Where I'm documenting again today another iteration of impossible light that's never going to be, again, sunlight. And it's also not the sun where it's remaining stationary over the same apartment building from the beginning until the end of the day. And none of this is sunlight, okay? That's the pattern of conduct, however, where you're identifying stalking. And this presence of this engineer light that's appearing inside of the apartment is a sexually violent threat. It's speaking to the sexually motivated aspect of the P.O.C. The entity is engaging in surveillance in a bathroom, okay? Anything that's ongoing private activity is public information. Where an entity is, again, sex offenders that are refusing to stop engaging in monitoring your genitalia, to stop stalking you, and going to the extent of stalking you with light on the inside of the apartment. That's as severe and threatening as a corrupt company, the people of the state, and the population, the people of the state that are living and coming onto the grounds to maintain, and by any means, coming onto the grounds while you're working, coming onto the grounds while you're visiting, engaging in any landscaping with the company, coming onto the grounds as the government does so directly, flying over the grounds like the airport and the police do, monitoring. This is the environment that remains while I've been documenting for years the pattern of conduct. It is currently 3:23 p.m. This is P.O.C. And it is, I want you to see also, this is engineered light that's appearing through closed blinds. And this is also engineered light on the floor. All you do is, and the purpose of it is that I'm always being touched. I'm always surrounded with engineered light, surveillance and monitoring. All right. And this is, again, engineered light that's not sunlight. Okay. Remember, there's a sun that's remaining over Alvarado Gardens as I documented it. And the entity was gang stalking me in helicopters, engaging in what is the P.O.C. while I'm in the workplace, which is an independent and, a distinct basis of prosecuting the state of California for domestic terrorism, as I was subject to this terrorism in my office, where I documented my shadow appearing upright in the depths of that office while the fake sun remained over me for the duration of the work day, which is not the natural environment. And it's also not the natural environment where the sun is remaining over Woodside, over units 33 through 48 in particular at this specific venue. That's what's documented, not a private space. All right. This is engineered light that's outside, and they're all walking around and monitoring, and they're also monitoring these evidence. And and they're also continuously doing so with impunity. All right, it is currently 3:25 p.m. This is the documentation, the prosecution of a sex offense. All right, you're looking at what is the engineer light, while the light is appearing at an upward trajectory. Okay, this is impossible light activity. So I'm just moving my hand through this light up here. It's all impossible light activity. It's very demonic. It's speaking to stalking. It's speaking to stalking in a private space, which is your castle, which you did not give the government unferreted access to everything that's happening, including between your legs, when you're in the shower, when you're in the bathroom, when you're relieving yourself, when you have minor children, when you have any sort of private activity of a sexual nature with your partner, your spouse, etc. This is everything the government's keeping under surveillance, and it's an exceedingly violent sex offense that the sex offenders are gratified by. Okay, so this is not only prosecuting, this is openly revealing the sexual violence, the sexually motivated aspect of what a population and a government routinely practices. And it is in direct contravention of the very Constitution of the United States, state and federal. It's 3:26 p.m. This is P.O.C.